everyone. Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined as always by my excellent friends, Chris, playing the noir detective, human, inquisitive, rogue, Mannix.
Yellow.
Heather playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin rogue, Kaless.
Hello.
Michelle playing the popular and charismatic Triton Bard of Whispers, Gillian.
Hello.
Raymond playing the heedlessly brave Turtle Battle Master Fighter Rogue, George.
Hello.
Yay, Raymond's back.
Also the champion of my XCOM squad. Yeah, good to have you back, Raymond. And Reese playing undead-hating, animal-loving Hill Dwarf Druid of the Moon. Theron is around. Hopefully will join us a bit later.
He's battling the fierce monster known as a toddler.
Yes.
Say a prayer for him.
Because a little mini bear to deal with.
That's right. Stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. And watch my behind-the-scenes, no players allowed live series Crafting Annihilation on Thursday mornings. If you would like to support the channel, go to patreon.com/roguewatson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons, Andrew, Brian, Richard, and Joe. And Gold patrons, RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy and Yuma, Marcos David Vicente Gilberto, Sean, aka Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, and Aukshi. Thank you all for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net, and for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. For video sharing, we use Discord. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation, after defeating the ghouls and zombies on the ground, the party scampered up to the scattered remains of the star goddess sky ship. That's also difficult to say.
That was a sentence, man. You wrote that sentence.
I did not do a read through of that sentence at all. It still goes.
You're just so flustered that Raymond's back that you just can't handle it.
I get nervous. Precariously, it still goes on. Precariously suspended high up in the trees above. I'm firing the scriptwriter. Several survivors remained, including the captain, though all were exhausted and hovering near death. The fighting had attracted a trio of undead gorillon zombies who lumbered toward the survivors. The heroes met the beasts head-on, though George would be thrown overboard only to be caught by Vorn in the nick of time. He climbed back up while Kaless blinded another, causing it to trip and fall down where the party's many NPCs could take care of it. Facing down only two of the four-armed beasts proved more manageable. The heroes avoided another body flinging, though a few of the poor ship survivors were not so lucky. Everyone took some vicious blows from claws and teeth, but emerged victorious, though in its death throes, the last gorillan plunged down over the side with George still on top. He fell to the ground yet again, but proved turtles are tough as hell. You ended up with 1 hit point.
1 hit point.
All of the fighting took place on the midsection of the ship, which finally buckled under all the strain of undead gorillas and wild-shaped bears. The resourceful heroes quickly grabbed at nearby ropes to help save the remaining shipmates and carefully get everyone back to the ground. All of you get a point of inspiration for rescuing the survivors of the Star Goddess.
Boy, I'll take it.
Yay!
Yeah.
The party then went back to the rear section of the ship for a relatively safe long rest after bidding goodbye to the survivors and sending them off with Annette and the Tabaxi to safeguard their exodus from the jungle. At sunrise, the party looked toward the northwest and set out towards the Yuan-ti ruins of Orolunga. I really should have gone through that one more time and just kind of edited a little bit better for clarity's sake.
Part of the problem is ship is a bad word. It's a hard word to say repeatedly.
It's a bad word, yeah. It sounds like a bad word, and then it's also just hard to say.
It's hard to say against other words. Yeah.
Yeah. That word is fired. All right, so yeah, you all have long rested. I think we did that for you, George. You look long rested to me. You are on the map screen.
I'm on the Roll20 won't load on my screen.
Ah, yes, that old screen. That's a good screen.
I might have to leave the call and rejoin.
Oh no.
We're just watching hexes fill in right now.
Yeah, now it's going to be even harder because I moved you to that giant hex map.
Well, yeah, mine just says critically hitting. It's been saying this for like 10 minutes now.
Oh, it's actually loading?
Yeah, it's the literal load screen. I'll be back. Don't mind me.
Are you definitely Discord? Are you
Yeah, that's how you have to fix Roll20. You have to leave Discord, load Roll20, and then get back into Discord.
Oh, okay.
Specific order.
It's stupid that way.
All right,
you
so
Discord.
you bid goodbye to, as I said, Inet and the Tabaxi. Our camera's going to be slightly... Don't know if I can do it. There we go. Things will be screwed around, but I can switch to the fourth camera one for a second. And yeah, you see them head off. It sounds like they will probably head north by northeast. Probably go to Camp Vengeance first, because that's on the way and a relatively safe spot before trying to maybe get a canoe and travel upriver to Port Nyanzaru. The rest of you, however, I believe, as you told me, you'll be headed towards Orolunga.
Yep. If that's what we told you.
It's an open world, but you have to tell me exactly where you're going. That's how this works. It is 50 miles away. You can probably just go straight. I assume straight.
Jungle?
Yeah, straight northwest. Looks like the shortest path. You will have to cross a river at some point.
It's the same river, isn't it? Or is it a different river?
I think it's the same river.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it just flows. It actually flows down from the mountains. And then it splits off between going down into the Jahaka Bay and then going into the Aldani Basin, where you crossed it before.
Okay.
Let's see, where are we? So you all head out. Let's see, I'm going to move some shit around so I can delete some hexes. There you are. So the first day, George, to catch you up, you all ended up rescuing the people at the skyship and fought off a bunch of undead, big thrilling battle. And then this was Alama's crew who you met at the Dungrunglung. And they were all in really bad shape, so Inet offered to help get them back to civilization, basically, for healing. And then, I forgot who, but you all suggested that the Tabaxi also...
That'd be this chick right here.
Fix the cameras. There we go. Yeah, so Colette suggested the Tabaxi help guide them as well. So, in other words, you all are down... And Alama obviously left with her crew. So you all are down to just you all plus Azaka and Vorn remaining. You went from having your biggest crew to now your least crew.
Just those two? I feel like... Okay. Yeah, I guess Annette went with, Yeah, alright. Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you feel it. Like, it's a little sparser than when you first was getting out of Dungrungle and had a big old party with you.
Mm-hmm.
We lost at the Tabaxi?
Yeah, Colette suggested the Tabaxi go with with that group of survivors and basically help take them back.
We did tell them to, do something and meet us back in town, didn't we? Meet back at the inn?
They're going to investigate the pirates.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, there and make fun of. Who are we going to sacrifice first now?
I know.
We came real close to sacrificing you last week. So
what?
We tried our damnedest. You proved implacable.
Yeah. You would have been dead had the DM not graciously allowed Vorn to try to catch you.
Right.
So the day's travel is mostly uneventful, and as I said, far quieter as your group has dwindled down. Zaka does seem to have fully recuperated by now. She's kind of back to being abrasive and standoffish, though she treats you all very respectfully, more so than usual. She's kind of obviously appreciated you going into Dungrunglung and wrecking shit, and she has seen what you all are capable of, so...
George, don't forget, Azaka, I beat you at arm wrestling.
She nods ruefully.
That was a long...
Pretty much...
Is Manic still mad about the missing canoe?
A little bit. But he understands. It wasn't incompetence. There were extenuating circumstances.
It's a bit of a grudge, it's a bit of a sore spot for him. As evening approaches, Manix, you receive a message on the sending stone that Zendala gave you.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's light it up.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's like a what do I call it? The pager, like from a restaurant that your table.
It's a pager. Yeah.
Yeah, like a beeper. You recognize.
Call them back.
Yeah, you recognize, and these are only once per day devices, but each one can be used once per day. So like one person can send a message, the other person can send a message, up to once a day.
Okay.
You recognize Zandala's voice as it emanates from the stone. It says, "Mr. Mannix, if you are still alive, have you any news of my father? Remember, you will be greatly rewarded if you find him."
And from the clues that we've found thus far, I'm under the impression that Simber is where we're going, right? That Orolunga, because we found, what did we find? We found the ice, and then we found the story, or we heard a story about what we assume is him and some other dude.
If you go to your personal quest, I do believe I actually updated that.
You have? Okay, cool. Let's see what that says.
I try to remember to do that. I'm usually bad about doing it in real time, but if I think about it after the fact, I'll go back and update those.
Right. Oh, they were coming from that direction. That's right. They were headed south.
I thought they were heading north toward Orlunga.
No, that was somebody else. That was the group. I think that was the group of Yuan-ti. They said they saw going to.
Oh yeah.
You did recall the winter, the zone of winter, that like ice thing.
Yeah.
And those tracks were leading west, towards the Orlunga region, because you found them south of Mabala.
Right. So where was the lizard folk at then?
To the east of the wreck of the Star Goddess, between wreck of the Star Goddess and the Aldani Basin, kind of.
Okay. Well, I actually can't put two and two together there.
See if you can triangulate.
Yeah, they were headed west from south of Mabala. That's headed towards Orolunga. But then they were headed south out of the wreck of the Star Goddess. That's not even close.
Yeah, you weren't able to track the timing of either of those events.
All right. Well, then, being not entirely sure, Mannix will send a message and he'll say, "Yeah, I'm still alive. I got a lead on the old man. If you were ever gonna show your face again, now might be a good time. Heading into Orolunga, south of Mabala Basin, to check out a lead on him and where he might be or be going. He's definitely here."
Okay.
If you want to find him, meet me there and we'll discuss my payment then. And I will send that message.
Okay. You send that message off. It is evening time. How do you all want to update your guard shifting, if at all? But you did lose some of your peoples.
Now, yeah, 6, right? And Vorn? Vorn's going to be awake all night.
Right. Yeah. Vorn is always available, essentially.
Yeah.
He has the bad perception.
That's right, yeah.
As you've discovered, he's
He's not the most.
But he's a whole
Yep. So, yeah, just 2, 2, and 2. There were 3, right? There were 4. There were 4. Shoot.
And I guess whoever has the best perception can go. The 2 best perceptions can go by themselves.
Yeah.
Definitely not me.
I think it's Mannix.
But I think, yeah, my passive perception is 16, so I'll take one of the solo ones. Or I guess if I take a solo one, there's 3 and 5. Oh, yeah, someone else has to go for themselves too. You're right.
It's Kales, Gillian, George, and Azaka for the other 2 slots.
We just do 2 and 2.
Yeah.
We should just trust each other. I mean, just split the night into 6 shifts.
Just shorter shifts and everybody takes one.
Yep.
Put Kales and Azaka together since Kales was the one that got through to Azaka. Or George, would you rather go with Azaka? Or Gillian. It doesn't matter to me.
You're all dead.
I'm gonna do to you what I'm gonna do to you anyway.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Alright. There is no encounter at night, though.
Great.
Just want to keep you on your
That's
toes.
nice to know.
The next day, you hear the sound. Yeah, you're traveling along. Let's get rid of the next hex. Hex crawl. So now you enter like rivers coming together, and you see that you can cross this area. It's
man.
generally very like what do you call the floodplains? I think, where it's almost
About
like
to
the.
say, are we about to watch Manix develop a Twitch without having his canoe?
If we had our canoes.
Yeah. It's
Like
it's very
a
much. It's
marsh?
not. Yes,
Yeah.
marsh. Thank you. It's very marshy here. Before
Plain
you get.
swamp.
Yeah, you're just in the swamp too. You hear the sounds of soft growling and moaning. Up ahead, you see what looks like a zombie lashed to a tree. It's naked and decayed with various body parts missing or disemboweled, and it reaches out feebly with one arm.
It's lashed to a tree. Does it look like it's been like by a human hands or by humanoid hands? I guess.
You're pretty sure
I
the dinosaur would not be able to do these knots, no.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, are there like there's knots and like someone
Yeah,
tied? Okay.
It looks like somebody or something lashed this thing to a tree.
Okay. Manix is immediately just on guard, looking around.
Azaka spits on the ground and says, Batiri did this. They tie their victims to a tree and let the jungle have its way.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up and bash that thing's head in.
Nice.
just finish it up.
Yeah, there's no combat involved here. You just you literally do the Walking Dead thing. You just go up and
Yeah.
it's just very, very soft, like mushy, like I was gonna say a cantaloupe, but cantaloupe's probably decently hard compared to a zombie head.
Yeah,
But it is
Wow.
satisfying.
there are a lot of hardness rules to zombies. They don't feel satisfied.
Yep, it's very satisfying. It has nothing on it though. It is just completely destroyed.
No candy.
Yeah, you're right.
I take your candy, zombie.
Just maggots fall out. You're like, no. This was a terrible idea. As dusk approaches, you reach a swampy, muddy area right in the middle. You're all, kind of crossing this floodplain marsh area. And then above the kind of gurgling, babbling of the river, you hear a bestial shrieking. And flailing around in the mud is a large dinosaur with plates all around its back. At first you think the mud itself has kind of sprung to life around it, but realize there are corpses and bodies and bones that are now rising up and seem to be going after this creature, many of which have just risen up to surround and attack it.
Wow. Sucks for that guy. How large is this dinosaur?
It is quite large. It is, let's see if I have a picture. I do not have a picture.
It's a stegosaurus.
It is a stegosaurus.
Let's cut to the chase.
Let's cut to the chase. Roll me it's a stegosaurus.
Would you describe it as having a spiny tail? Would you describe it as having a narrow head?
It has a brain the size of a golf ball. The poor stegosaurus is like the one stat everybody can remember. Yeah, it is quite large, and you see like about a dozen kind of skeletons and zombies all just like rising around. They're kind of like half trapped in the mud, but many of them are kind of getting up there and just haphazardly attacking this creature that's gotten itself stuck.
All right, I'm gonna rush in and start attacking the undead.
Yeah, I'll have Vorn's going too.
Okay.
Born doesn't like the undead. They're unnatural.
One does not like the undead. It's still, you've got enough daylight that it's not technically night yet. It's just, like I said, dusk, sunset.
Mannix mutters, damn it all, that thing was a solid distraction.
Yeah.
Hey, we help the dinosaur. We can ride the dinosaur.
Right, a dinosaur, you say?
So I'll put Theron in.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, y'all are up here. Yeah, it's giving off a very, like, careening, like, worried sound as all these undead creatures kind of surround it.
And it looks like all these creatures are trying to, like, bring the dinosaur down.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, they don't look
Okay.
like they're in for, like, serving papers or anything. They
Are they serving their drinks?
They're not wanting to ride it.
Yeah.
Would you say that we get a surprise round?
Please, will you be my friend on LinkedIn?
I wrote a script. Did you read it?
You LA motherfucker, that would be where you go. Alright, give me some initiative.
We do get a surprise round, right?
I will give you all a surprise round. Sure, yeah. The undead don't seem like they've noticed you all at all. Notice you all
I rolled a
at all.
5 on initiative. FYI. I can actually change that. Never mind.
Probably help if I was on the chat window. Oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
Yes. That's a wow. Initiative.
That's real bad.
Jesus.
Jeez. What else we have? Zaka. And Vorn is your responsibility class.
Yep.
In terms of initiative. Alright. Celeste, dear lord. You all actually
What?
did pretty damn good on initiative. You were
Alright.
first.
So we have two different kinds of zombies here.
You
My
have...
screen is darker. It's harder for me to see.
Okay,
these
you
things.
have Exhibit A, which is the traditional zombie. Which
Hello.
is kind of the purple. And then you have Exhibit B, which is a skeleton, which is like a zombie, but less flesh.
Choose me.
Happy to be here.
Thank you.
All right.
And
So
Exhibit C
I love
is, of
romantic
course,
walks on the beach.
the stegosaurus, which, by the way, really good stegosaurus token. I gotta say,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
pretty solid.
all right.
That
So
looks like something that would be in, like, books when we were kids. Drawings of stegosauruses. I'm sure the books now don't look like that, but
Probably more
They're
feathers.
just all birds now.
they're all birds now.
Yeah, stupid science.
Every
You're ruining
single one of them.
dinosaurs.
Even the ones that didn't involve in the birds. They're just birds.
They're just birds. They're all just birds.
The latest T-Rex mock-ups is a giant fucking chicken. They're ruining dinosaurs.
that's right. They did give T-Rexes feathers, didn't they? Trying to check something real quick. Sorry. Keep making fun of T-Rexes.
Stupid T-Rexes. You do think that getting around in the mud would prove a little bit difficult.
Oh,
I
and
only
all
went
that,
20 feet.
all that middle section is mud inside the water. That circle.
Correct.
What about my gloves of swimming? That would help it, right?
What about my
Swim.
pants of mudding? Dual
think-
purpose pants.
He just pulls up
Mudding
his
pants are. Yeah,
I mean, they make like waders or things, right?
they do. Yeah,
Where's
those
my...
big plastic overalls.
Yeah.
Like cranberry farmers use.
Oh, God.
Oh yes, of course.
What a deep hole.
Cranberry farmer.
There was a commercial for cranberries.
Those ocean spray commercials
Yeah.
have really gotten to you. They've
It's
really
burned in there.
infiltrated the.
Alright, I
Ziggurat
assume
go
a
with
25 will hit, right?
shells.
Yeah.
Mike.
Alright, so
What?
because they haven't gone in the initiative yet, because the 25 hit, that counts as a crit because of my assassinate.
Indeed. Zombies have pretty low.
So, yeah.
Sound like you're
So,
talking to
I
two
gotta-
microphones.
Me?
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
Does it still sound like that?
So I need to roll the damage again.
Did anyone
More
else?
damage, please.
Not to me anyway.
So it's just a regular, right? Not my sneak attack.
I think on a crit you do roll the sneak attack dice again, don't you?
Yes.
You roll all your dice.
Base die. Yeah.
which is for you.
The 2d6 and the 1d8.
Yes, and a 1d8.
So 14 plus 12 is 26.
Ooh,
It's okay.
shout out to Tiny Dancer. First time listening live, but listen to all of our other campaigns.
Oh.
Welcome to the live show.
Daryl's in there too. He usually doesn't chat, but he started chatting.
D&D After Dark.
Nice.
I had 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Kales, you stealthily run up, sneak up to the zombie, and just jab your rapier into its back of the head, and its head just splits apart.
Nice. And then I want Vorn to do his little stompy stomp on that guy.
Okay. He's not
Since he
quite
goes on my
as
initiative.
fast as you are. I'm coming. He can either make it to here, or he can dash to get up the rest of the way.
Let's have him dash. That seems like a good idea.
All right. He spends his turn just running up after you. He's like, "Oh, they're dead.
Yeah.
Of course. They should not
That's
be
what I
alive."
was having to look up was the assassinate because you still haven't put it on my con.
Damn it. Just the auto crit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Mannix, I think you have higher... actually, no, I think Gillian might have higher dex, because your dex is terrible, even though you're the rogue.
On the road.
You usually bet on the rogue to have the higher dex, but I don't know if that's the case here. Gillian has a 14. I think Gillian is actually more dexy than you.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, Gillian, you are next.
Oh.
Or by 1. I got a 13.
She still has a higher deck.
She still has a higher dex. Yep.
That's what happened. The Roll20 microphone is on for me with Gillian.
Oh.
Oh, weird.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would have
guess-
said something if I was hearing that.
It's weird because it's only her.
I mean, I guess it's on my end. I guess I never turned it off. I don't know why everyone else is not.
It's on for me too for her.
Oh.
Weird.
Well,
I don't see you on roll 20.
I would probably have to refresh it. So is it still like really annoying, Reese? Like, are you still hearing? Well, anyway, I'm probably gonna have to refresh it to fix that, which is gonna make Roll20 crash.
It doesn't sound bad.
Or Reese could just turn it off on his end too. You can
Yeah.
just turn on. Yeah.
I just muted it on my end, so you're
Yeah.
fine on my end.
Wait, so is the stegosaurus hostile toward us as well, or is this a friendly stegosaurus?
Well,
Is it a friendly stegosaurus?
the
We
stegosaurus...
don't really attack it.
Yeah, you don't think you can, at least you could communicate very well with it. It looks like it is in full panic mode, and obviously just having more things with blades and swords and things running up to it is probably not exactly putting it at ease. So I would not necessarily count the stegosaurus as an ally per se right now. But it doesn't look like it wants to attack you. It just like it wants to get out of the situation.
Okay. And okay, so crossing this mud is difficult, like difficult terrain, or am I just gonna die if I try to do it? Or
Sink in the mud.
It does look very difficult.
The DM does try to like to hit you with things.
Come closer, Gillian.
Yeah, but if a zombie can stand in it, you could probably stand in it.
That's
Yes.
logical thinking.
I mean, zombies do have low AC.
that's what I've heard.
They certainly do.
Okay,
Numbers are
well, I started from like here, I think. I really can't. Let's see, 5, 10. Can't really move all that far forward anyway. I will, I guess I'll cast Shatter and, like, very much frighten this stegosaurus.
Just a loud
I'd like to panic the animal.
Yeah.
It's a 10-foot.
What? I have
What?
like
What?
animal friendship stuff.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to attack the zombies. If you don't want me to make the stegosaurus like stampede, maybe he'll just stampede over the zombies after I scare him. I'm just saying I can't.
This is an actual conversation between Gillian and Theron right now. I have animal friendship.
This is now a conversation between Gillian and Talus. Yes.
I just can't do all that much from way back here.
Come closer.
And I bet your Shatter could hit like 4 of them.
I mean, that's why I like the area attacks. 'Cause they're so good.
We can calm a wild animal down later.
I mean, I don't know. It does seem a little bit reckless. So, fine. I'll just fire my... Wait, oh, hold on. Let me look at Scorching Ray again. I forgot I had that circlet of blasting. Let's see. How does that work? Okay. Yeah, so it's like I can hit 3 rays of fire. Okay. I'm gonna try to hit these 3 zombies with my Scorching Ray. With my circlet of blasting.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
So I just do the spell itself 3 times, right?
And hit the actual circuit of blasting to do the damage, I believe. Which I think crit does it. Yeah, crit applies here. You can crit on that. Interesting. And you can choose to do multiples on one. So that first one goes searing over to the skeleton. And that is massive damage for the skeleton.
Laser beam to the face.
Laser beam to the face. What is that? A con saving throw. 15. He fails. Massive damage roll. 5. What terrible thing has befallen this skeleton after being lasered? He is stunned. So you stunned that laser. You stunned the skeleton with the crit laser. He's still alive, as far as undead can be alive.
But does he start sinking?
He seems to be still like within the mud.
Is that a con saving throw for that spell?
No, that's massive damage.
Yeah, that was massive damage. You don't. There's no saving throw for your spell. Yours is to hit, and you did hit. I just rolled the Constitution saving throw because the massive damage. So you still have 2 more blasts. You can either shoot him again. He is stunned right now, so he'll lose his turn, or you can shoot it at whoever you want for the other 2.
I'll shoot at the one next to him.
And these are literally like Cyclops blast too, with just like your tiara. You just point it and just.
So I have to just cast the spell again.
Yep, just hit that thing again.
Okay.
Yeah. Good lord!
Wait, what?
Crit again!
I'm very good at this spell.
Are you sure you're rolling?
Holy shit!
Oh, much better damage too. Jesus.
You just fucking the other one's stunned from the blow. You do a laser blast and just cut this skeleton in half. Just explodes in front of you. Now the undead start looking at you like, oh crap.
Oh, I'm glad I'm way back here. Okay, I'm gonna go for the one behind, which is probably gonna be much less impressive.
If you crit on this one, I'm gonna fucking leave. Okay. This session's over.
7.
She burned out. She
Burned out. You know what? Zombies have low AC, but not quite as low as a 7.
Not that
low.
Not that low.
You did a 20, a 20, and then a 2.
Do you want to use inspiration?
That is some feature.
I don't have inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, that
all
is
of you
good.
got inspiration for the beginning of the session.
Oh, we did?
Yep.
Oh, I missed that.
For rescuing
no,
the ship people.
I'm gonna save my inspiration. I feel like that turn was pretty darn good.
That was pretty darn good. Mannix, do you have crit laser beams?
Manic searches through his pockets for laser beams.
Damn it.
Do I have anything? Why didn't I pick up laser beams? 5, 10, 15, 20. He's not going to get very far. So instead, he will approach and toss his figurine out. It has been 2 days, right? I feel like we rested once and then rested again.
Yes, I think that is the exact case.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I throw a frog in the back, like right here,
Sorry.
amongst all the,
Where it again?
in the middle of all 4 of those back skeletons,
Okay.
because I really hate this frog.
God, nobody give Mannix a pet. Jesus Christ.
Literally, Maddox not even thinking about this frog as a sentient creature. It's just a meat shield in his mind. It's just like,
Die for me, frog. Yeah, you throw out your little Pokeball statue, and that frog and brigands, and then all the just skeletons start looking at it, and just looks at you and just glares at you, Mannix.
my command of the frog is defend yourself.
Get yourself out of this one.
Yeah. All right, that's my turn.
All right. The zombies do start to take notice of you all. One of them, however, will still, since it was close
Isn't this our
enough.
surprise round?
Oh, sorry, it is a surprise round. My bad. Yep, still a surprise round. You are correct, George.
Not paying attention.
I'm right here. George is gonna use a bonus action. Transform my thorn blade into a whip. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's gonna go for that one there.
Sorry, which one?
That one right there.
Okay. 12 will hit a zombie.
Yeah. 10 feet closer to me.
Okay. You drag it across. You find it's really
the
difficult. You have
mud.
to, use a lot of your strength to drag it through the mud. You are only right at the entrance of the mud right here.
Basically, I found a new use for my thorn blade. I'm going fishing, guys.
Fishing for zombies.
Fishing for zombies.
That's it.
Okay. Zaka. Zaka's actually just gonna take out her bow. She just kind of shrugs at you all. I think she's got some kind of bow, right? Yeah, she's got a long bow actually. She will fire that puppy at a zombie. And
Not
definitely
bad.
hit. She'll actually shoot at the same one that George attacked. Not a whole lot of damage though. And yeah, she's like, we should have let this thing to die. No, actually, she's like, her attitude is she thinks the dinosaur. She's a Chultan, so all the dinosaurs are Ubtau's children, so they're kind of revered and not meant to be monsters. But she's also kind of pragmatic when it comes to these kind of situations. Oh, I didn't realize you all tied. Theron. A big tie between all of you. I don't actually know who has more dex. Theron, what is your dexterity?
3.
What's your... So it's a 15,
16.
16? Okay. Shit, why can I not pull up your sheet? Zaka? Oh, it's up there. Okay, you beat it, Zaka.
Alright, I'm going to cast... Oh, first I'm going to run up. Cast Animal Friendship on Stegosaurus.
Animal friendship.
Love me.
The beast lets you convince a beast you mean it no harm. The beast succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. Wisdom saving throw. How wise are you, Mr. Stegosaurus? That's surprisingly not terribly unwise.
Got a golf ball here, people.
What is your DC, Mr. Theron? Or saving throw for the spell.
14.
Okay. All right. You see the Stegosaurus is thrashing around wildly, especially as a lot of you have approached it, and when you approached it. And by the way, the mud is difficult terrain. But when you get up there and do that, it immediately calms down and kind of lowers its head. And it's still like whimpering, kind of, because obviously there's still dead all around it. But it's definitely calmer.
Okay. Now I'll attempt to mind meld with the Stegosaurus.
Now we become one.
Next step. A little heart symbol.
That's my turn.
Okay. Since this was a surprise round, I'm gonna the Stegosaurus technically surprised all of you as well. So we're gonna go up to the start of the round, the true round now with Coalesce.
10, 20. And then... Stabby, stabby.
Holy crap, guys! Girls. My goodness.
It's only the girls getting the crits, so...
It's the girls getting the crits. That's the name of this episode.
28 points.
I don't even care how much damage that is. That fucking skeleton just explodes in a explosion of bones. Just you stab it
shrapnel.
somewhere. It's like you just hit a button and it just like an action figure.
My eyes.
Explodes in front of you.
Alright, I want Born to move slightly up here and step on this guy.
All right, Warren stomps his way through the mud. Says, "Dead. Dead is bad."
Broken, dead.
Yep. I'll fix you. And he punches that skeleton.
We're turning Warren into a serial killer.
I mean, just the dead.
I'll fix you.
They're broken. They're not supposed to be moving.
Just make sure his programming's always very carefully worded. Gilead does punch that skeleton like down into the mud. Crush.
He gets a thumbs up from Celeste.
Nice. Gillian.
Is this difficult terrain the whole way? Or, like, can I move here?
All of the mud area that you see, kind of this brown, is difficult terrain. This little island is not, I guess, but basically the zombie
like
and...
this, like, green in front of me here?
Oh, no, you're fine there. That's just, like, marshy
okay.
water. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the actual brown mud that everybody else is in now.
So, can I move on the other side of these zombies, or not? Can I push past them like that?
We had a rule for that one day, didn't we? It seems familiar.
I don't remember.
I
I think you had to roll some kind of a check to actually get past them.
Maybe the stunned one would be okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Pushing past the stunned one.
I mean, I can just move here instead. I was just trying to...
Yeah, I think it was like an athletics check versus their athletics check, something like that, to
Yeah,
actually
we had
move.
some kind of roll for that.
I bet this time.
Yeah, I remember. But yeah, if it's stunned, it's not going to be able to do it. Well, because it's stunned until... well, it was surprised before, so yeah, it'll be stunned all the way through this round, I guess.
Alright, great.
Sneak on by.
So, then I'm going to do my 1-2 punch. So I'll attack the skeleton zombie with my rapier.
Yeah, that flanking helped immensely.
Mm-hmm.
I think you might have advantage anyway against stun. I don't remember how that works, but 5 is enough to kill, to finish off this skeleton as you stab it in its back rib cage.
Wow.
Okay, and my crossbow over the one next to him.
Also hits. Sink a crossbow into that zombie, although it is still up. Zombies are a bit hardier. Manix. Oh, I forgot to. Was I supposed to roll for the frog, or does it go on your turn? Did we ever determine that?
I don't know.
We're gonna have it go on your turn.
Okay.
So it's
that's
your
probably
responsibility
easier.
to run to direct the frog.
All right. Well, I mean, the frog will just attack whatever near a
Okay.
skeleton.
Okay.
There's no place for me to actually. Nothing for me to hide behind around here, so.
Dive under the water.
You could dive under.
Yeah, I dive under the water and you can't see me.
And you never come back up.
You can hide behind Voyn's burly backside.
That's right.
That's how Arnold hid from the predator. Just dive in the mud.
Dive in mud, cover yourself in mud. 10,
good enough for him.
15, 25. That's as far as I can go. Blurg. All right. With my fucked up eye, I'll take a disadvantage crossbow shot at the zombie.
Throw it at the zombie.
That's right. At the zombie to the north of. Zombies have low AC. Maybe I'll hit something.
Sure do.
There we go.
12 will hit.
I don't actually get sneak attack there, though. Actually, you know what? Can I retroactively use my...
I do get sneak attack. I just
I am gonna eat this cupcake. It's good cupcake. This is a good decision.
Use my insightful fighting, which I use my insight against his deception to see if I can use my sneak attack on him. How deceitful are you?
Not very. That zombie
24?
has a tough chance passing itself off as anything other than a zombie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope. Alright, so I do get my sneak attack.
Well,
Well, what? You said something...
if you read that last line,
Oh, is that?
it says you can't use it if you have disadvantage on it.
Oh, no!
He's only got one eye.
My whole fucking, archetype is fucked until I get my eye fixed. Alright, well...
Screams into the jungle, medic!
I do 7 damage.
I need an ophthalmologist.
That's right.
Is there an
Stats.
ophthalmologist in the jungle? Or like a surgeon? I don't know.
He needs an ophthalmologist, necromancer. Raise dead eyes from the dead.
I got one dead eye. Can you...
Sir,
you
how does one specialize in just raising the dead eyes?
You can make a lot of money resurrecting individual body parts. I tell you.
It was a postdoc.
People come from all around. Alright. The zombies will finally go.
I have 5 houses. How many do you have?
All paid from one giant spider. Do I have any? I do have zombies. Alright, that zombie will approach Manix and say something snotty about your one eye.
Yeah.
He just points and laughs.
I thought
I may
mine
be
was
dead.
ugly.
Oh no.
His eyes.
I may be dead, but I have 2 eyes.
Oh,
Well, a 9 doesn't hit me. It
pretty
passes
bad.
off my leather jacket.
Yep. This my leather jacket.
It bounces off my skin.
The other zombie will turn around and hit Gillian because it's not a battle unless I hit Gillian. Damn it, zombies!
Wow.
You're embarrassing me in front of the players! Alright, George.
Go for that one. My thorn whip. Bam!
God damn! Is what the stegosaurus says.
Comes out as a series of moos, but we get the point. We get the point.
Yep. This was on this one, I assume?
No, this one.
Oh, okay. You're whipping another one.
Switch target. Yep.
Yeah. You actually, yeah, you kill that skeleton as you, like, start dragging it towards you. You whip it and start dragging it towards you and it just falls apart. Like, your whip as you're dragging to where you just end up dragging like it's, like, spinal, like, cord.
And I let it go behind me, too. Just
Yeah.
This is part of the whip now.
out. Yep.
Just whipped it to
Alright,
pieces.
well, I didn't think I would kill him that fast.
That's like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
I didn't think you guys would crit like 5 times already. Jesus. Yeah, it is.
I'll go right there. And use my other sword. What is this? What's the
Normal
long-
sword.
George gets out of his sword.
Well, I have 2 swords though. I have my short sword.
Ah, yes.
In my other hand.
That will hit.
That guy.
Okay, that one has a, let's see, his Undead Fortitude goes off. So that was 9 damage, plus 5 is a DC 14.
Wow, there's your crit.
That's
There you go.
great. What a great crit that was. Alright, that zombie is still
Keep your zombie
alive.
alive.
Yep. You just barely missed decapitating it. Theron.
Oh,
Well.
there's all my movement. Wait, I have advantage. That's why I moved there. Yes.
There you go.
Fun
But you
fact,
still-
9 was good enough to hit a zombie.
No.
But I'll
right.
allow it. You could have gotten a crit, so.
19 was even better.
Yeah. Wait, that's not right. I don't think you plugged your damage in. It did 0 plus 1.
Oh, it sure is.
That's not right.
I don't know. We should probably leave it at 1.
Staff of Thorns has to be more impressive than that.
It just oops, sorry.
It should be
Has to. Yep, 5.
5. Yep. That's,
you get your what is it? Strength modifier? Is your strength a 0?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. You bonk it. Done. Good then. Stop
Roll
rolling.
again.
Alright, Undead Fortitude goes off. It needs a 10. Oops. Really should have a shortcut for con saving throw that would cut down on things while. It is still up. Tricksy zombie. You've all got it surrounded now, too. Azaka will fire her bow at that zombie. Now she wants to just prove she can kill it. Although with a 3, it's not going to go too well. 8 or higher. That zombie flicks her
Wow.
off.
you will not go down.
Yep.
You shall not pass.
Stegosaurus is now sees you all fighting back against the dead, and it feels emboldened and obviously charmed by Theron.
Hello.
It waggles its eyebrows, and
I see you.
It still can't quite free itself very well, but it gets its tail and swings it at the zombie near Mannix.
That's right. Dinosaur, save me.
And it hits. Look at the damage on this thing.
Oh,
Oh. Holy.
Yeah, its massive
66,
tail with these
that's-
giant bone spikes comes out and just slams into this
I must
zombie.
become it.
And yeah, and just fucking disintegrates that zombie. Just
Theron just stares wide-eyed. You will be mine.
Skeletons will convert on the frog.
That's right. What it's there for.
This frog is gonna give such pain shrieks. Skeleton number 1. Hit with a
Yeah,
frog's
that's
AC.
all.
Yeah, frog's AC is garbage. For 6 damage, skeleton number 2 stabs it. Now I'm getting all my good rolls. For 6 damage, skeleton number 3 misses. Skeleton number 4,
Doing God's work, frog.
you monster, actually misses. That frog is still up, but it's look bloody and it's like panting heavily. But it is still up, surrounded by skeletons. Fuck you, medics! That's what you think it says. Coalesce.
Max briefly wonders if he's a sociopath because he feels nothing.
Then the feeling is fleeting.
That's right.
Well, I mean, they're all back there, and it'd take me like 2 turns to get there, so I'll just do 10, 20, 30. And come over and kill the zombie.
My
that-
god, zombie that will not die!
Alright, make sure my sneak attack's turned on. It is.
You won't got this like formation around it.
The end
15.
of the grindhouse.
15.
Wow.
Needs a 20. Come on, godlike zombie. Ah.
Couldn't quite.
Les gets the job done, stabs it through the eyeball. After all of its wounds, and just slowly.
And then I'll send Vorn starting to go north towards the frog
I'll
killing.
help you, Froggy! 30. Actually, it's difficult terrain, isn't it? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He makes it to here. Vorn, what is your reach? Do you have... No, it's 5 feet. Alright. He'll dash, but he can make it to here.
Okay.
Gillian.
I will move here. And I will attack the eastmost zombie with my crossbow.
Wow.
Oh, I think I still had advantage, so it's
Still 23.
which
Yeah.
one did I roll? 23.
That'll hit.
Give me a second.
Seven. Skeleton's still up.
And
Hmm.
I will also use my psychic blades to do an extra 2d6 damage.
Okay.
That uses a bardic inspiration.
I think, did I not put that in your character sheet? I thought I did.
I just tried to click on it. I don't know if it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think I might. No, maybe I just clicked on the wrong. No, it just.
There it goes. Well, the actual text.
Yeah, I thought I
popped
put it
up.
under as a damage thing, but oh well. 8
you
will.
Oh, you did. You did. Well,
Ah,
I already.
there we go. Yeah, and that one will actually deduct the bardic inspiration too, and roll it
Cool.
fancily.
I see.
Either one of those numbers will finish off that skeleton hover, as it is racked by psychically damaged
Psychic
bolts.
crossbow.
Yeah. Mannix.
5, 10, 15, 20. If he can't, yeah, he's just gonna stay back here. Everyone's doing fine.
You're doing
You
it,
don't need to
frog.
get up there. You're doing it, frog. Take another bullshit shot with a crossbow. 7 probably didn't hit.
7 doesn't hit.
Bounces off the back of Vorn.
Yep. Mr. Mannix, I'm not dead. I'm flesh and blood, just like you.
Oh dear. We gotta have a talk.
I love talking. George.
Killian's in my way. Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Go for that guy here.
Oh, here's a question. Holy shit.
God
Maybe-
dang.
Maybe an unimportant question. I was going to ask if someone gets dragged by your thorn whip, does Vorn get an attack of opportunity?
I think there are rules about that where if you only get to have,
It's involuntary?
yeah, you only get the attack of opportunity if the opponent moves on their turn, but if they get involuntarily dragged away, then no. Which is why there are certain spells that, like Fear, that actually causes the opponents to take their actions
Move
to
away,
move,
yeah.
and that does trigger his attack of opportunity. That's what makes those spells like
Gotcha.
really cool in those situations. But no, just like knocking somebody back or physically doing that doesn't. I recall that. Also, fuck you for getting crits all the time. Holy shit.
Woo woo.
Yeah, that's a deadsies.
Dead skill.
Deadsies.
I am going to action surge and aim for the top one. No, and I go again.
Mhm.
For 9 damage.
Will hit for massive damage.
Whip those zombies.
Whip those fucking guys. 17. It withstands the assault of your whip, but definitely takes all that damage. Does
And it
not
comes
look
10 feet
good.
closer.
Ah, he does get dragged. Yep. Move him through the mud.
That's it. I can't move anymore.
Farron.
10, 20. I'll be attacking the skeleton next to the stegosaurus with my mighty wing.
You're slaying.
God damn, that's pretty good though. You fucking nail that sling right into its eyeball, and its head explodes.
Just cracks the skull up.
I'm better at the sling than the staff.
Yeah. You got that staff pretty recently. You're still working it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Azaka at this point can't really see because the dinosaur's there. She's like, I'm not going in the mud. They're dead yet.
You're fine.
Yeah. Like, all right. Stego is, you know what? The Stego is now emboldened by all of your progress, and it does slumber its way through the mud, and just because I want to see it attack again, and slashes its tail out at the last skeleton. Oh yeah.
Wow, what is it?
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Let's just roll that damage.
Even better.
There we
I mean,
go.
what?
Smashes that skeleton to pieces.
Jesus.
Yeah. Alright, the area is gross and full of bones and dead bits, but nothing is trying to grab you any longer.
Hank's gonna back out of the mud and start washing himself off in the water.
Yeah.
What are the rules for the frog mimics? They're like, can it attack mimics?
it does obey my command.
It obeys. Sadly, yeah. It seems very. It's very resentful of Mannix, but it
They can hate me all at once.
it obeys his commands. Yes. It's like a genie being enslaved.
That's right.
You're the Jafar in this story, Mannix.
That's right. In this analogy, I am Jafar.
The giant stegosaurus kind of is able to free itself a little better now. There's things not grabbing at it.
Yeah, I also don't want to be anywhere near that stegosaurus when he
Yeah, it's kind of lumbering
freaks
and
out.
shaking itself. It's not freaking out at all. It's very calm. It's still under the charmed effects.
Like 24 hours, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, and then actually looks at Theron like reassuringly.
Love you.
Is it like a puppy? Does it come up and lick him?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. It looks like it is a little bit wounded and tired. Sorry, what?
I want to become the stegosaurus.
Give me, let's see, what was our thingy?
It is a 10 minutes of close interaction. Wisdom plus the creature's CR.
Stego is a...
There's something uncomfortable getting your 10-minute action charming the creature.
Close your eye, Manic.
Oh no.
Avert thine eyes. This is not meant for you. Stego's a CR4. So...
Level 12.
Wow.
That means for me.
Yeah. Keep that in your back pocket.
Yep.
So wisdom check.
It is a animal handling check. You got it.
Wow.
You feel that Stegosaurus's essence flow into your own as you
I could become you.
peacefully interact with it. Yeah, what are the rules for Druid? Is it the CR rules?
For my circle, it's at level 6. It's divided by 3 CR I can turn into.
Okay.
So 6, 9, 12, 15.
So you can turn into a stegosaurus?
At level 12.
Oh.
Aw.
Yeah,
It seemed pretty powerful with that tail on
it does. 66, yes please.
Yeah.
I want to ride the stegosaurus.
It's my stegosaurus.
I look at there and
does
I'm like, I want to
seem
ride the stegosaurus.
particularly
You have Vorn.
particularly nuzzled up to Theron, yeah.
If we kill the stegosaurus, will we level up faster?
We'll have meat for days.
Killing doesn't seem to level you up, so you're not quite sure, but it does seem to be how George thinks.
There could be something internal that you don't tell us.
Maybe there's something magical inside the stegosaurus.
Just search the stegosaurus's guts for magical items.
Mm-hmm.
We can take its eye out and give it to Manic.
Oh god. I don't want a stegosaurus eye.
Dear Lord.
Beggars can't be choosers there.
Hey, you should make your frog statue tear its eye out and give it to you.
It obeys your command. This is getting really messed up,
Yeah, it is.
even for
And,
Mannix.
and y'all wonder why I sent the tabaxi away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm going to ride the stegosaurus.
Okay.
Ah!
You can ride it too if you want to, but I get to
Yes!
ride it first.
So how does your
and
spell
front.
work?
I assume it can hold most of us.
Yeah.
It looks like it'd probably hold like at least 2, if not 3 of you.
Everyone but Manix.
Mannix isn't getting on. Well, I guess Mannix has been on the back of a dinosaur when it was Theron.
Yeah.
So you've never been on the back of a dinosaur. You've been
Not
on
a
the
real
back of
dinosaur.
Theron.
Yeah.
You've never felt that power.
Just his dream dinosaur.
All right. Let's see. Go back to the map.
Oh, not that
The
map.
hex map, your favorite map.
You need to like cut this thing into like quarters. That way it loads faster.
Mm-hmm. All right. No events that evening. The next,
Stegosaurus.
yeah. And that thing looks like it needs to be eating a lot, so it's slowing you down quite a while, as it has to sit there and like forage and graze.
It's like a cow. It just stops
Basically.
every 30 minutes. It stops. And
Yeah, it's kind of a pain. The morning offers a rare break in the
Burns.
constant drizzling rain as the sun comes out in full force. Let's see, you are are basically right here.
I hate it.
You're still you've basically crossed the river at this point. But you're still following the river, and you spot a massive turtle on the beach. It appears to be sunning itself and not paying any attention to you all.
I want to become it.
Are you
Turtle or turtle?
a turtle? A giant snapping turtle.
Oh. Hmm.
Darren has different feelings for this.
I don't interact with those kind of turtles.
So there's
Turtle?
so it was like harsh prejudice within the turtle world.
Turtles aren't real turtles. They're just pretend.
This one's like the size of a bus. Like, it is gigantic.
Wow.
I don't care.
I'm just saying.
I could be the size of a bus if I wanted to.
Theron, are you approaching it, or do you want to do your thing from afar?
I'll do it from afar if people don't mind waiting an hour.
I mean, your stegosaurus seems like it's cool with grazing.
Alright.
I guess we'll enjoy the break.
This is I think this was the nature check.
Celeste will hide in the trees. She doesn't like the sun.
This was a nature check with the DC equal 10 plus the beast's CR. Oh, geez, gotta scroll all the way back down. Oh, jeez, you crit the shit out of it. All right. So you observe this snapping turtle just sitting there, not moving. It's just got its things out and it's chilling. And you feel its essence flow into you successfully. And that is a CR3 creature. I will add that later, but it looks like it's got pretty goddamn good armor class with a giant fucking turtle.
Level 9 is gonna be great, guys.
I should give Theron some beast shapes. While this is happening, so Theron, you are interacting with the turtle from afar. In the river, the rest of you notice several monstrous forms emerge.
Oh, they are
And
canoes?
They do not have canoes. They emerged from underneath the water. And they take great care to give the turtle a wide berth on the beach as they make their way to the beach. Vaguely humanoid sized, but just they look like walking crustaceans. Just Cthulhu nightmare lobster. And they make their way to the beach. Only there's maybe half a dozen of them, but only one of them continues on cautiously towards you all. And as it gets closer, it looks like a frighteningly grotesque cross between a man and a lobster.
Ooh, lobster men.
So is that like a man body with a head as a lobster?
Is it a lobster above the belt or below the belt?
What?
Where are the lobster parts at?
Above.
Is it like a merman with a lobster tail?
Azaka whispers, Aldani. And you can hear the awe and surprise in her voice. She says, and she's whispering this, she says, I have heard the legends, but did not know they were real. This is what it looks like.
What the hell?
Oh. Got like a man mouth, and that's it.
Mostly lobster.
Mostly lobster.
Yeah, about 90-10 maybe lobster.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like it has like one human foot, maybe.
I don't see the human foot. All right.
This looks like it's eating
The
someone.
nose. The nose looks like a human.
Yeah, the nose and mouth look human. The
It-
rest of it.
It stops about a dozen feet away from where you all are, and rubs its claws nervously as its eyes start. Dog, this is a terrible time to squeak. It makes a squeaking sound. Dog, seriously.
should
During my
go-
dramatic moment.
Go
Rubs its
rock.
claws
That's my squeaky
nervously
guy.
as its eyes start. All right, I'll play with you. As its eyes dart back and forth between you all,
Played
it-
the squeaky guy.
and it speaks as, "We have been watching you ever since you entered the." God damn it, Tom.
We just imagine his voice is accompanied by like lobster speaks.
Yep.
That's all. It's very hard to take these Aldani seriously.
Every time he moves,
It's like Red Lobster joints are squeaking.
It's just squeaking loudly. It's just, I shouldn't have worn my clown shoes for this. Frank told me not to wear them.
Sister.
This is, God damn it, the moment is ruined.
I can
never-
still hear the squeaking.
we'll never see Aldani the same way again.
That's right.
The squeakers.
We don't know why Azaka's so afraid of them.
We have been watching you ever since you entered the basin. You are strong, but not bad. We would like to know, why are you in the jungle?
And they're saying this in common?
Yes, it is in common. Just they have a weird kind of lilting, like almost sing-songy voice. Like
Does that strike Mannix as weird that these like lobster people speak common?
everything about this strikes very weird to you.
Okay.
Surprised they're not squeaking.
Yeah.
Anger the turtle.
That's right. Turtle attack.
We're looking for a flail snail. Do you happen to know any?
It kind of cocks its head. Says, I think they've been known to be on some beaches. Very rare, very beautiful creatures.
Did you say beaches or bitches?
Beaches. Yeah, squeak, squeak, squeak.
You can also see the
Azaka's
cat
still staring
hiding
like
behind
wide-eyed at this.
Okay. The dead. Yours rise like any others now. Do they not?
He looks down at the ground and nods. Says, the dead have been in Schult for so long, but it has been so worse, so much worse lately. They infest our rivers, choke out and poison the water. Are you going to stop the dead?
Gonna try. We're gonna try to stop the source of it.
It nods. It says, that is as we thought. If you could stop this dead, this curse, we would be grateful. We know our gratitude means nothing to you, so we have brought a gift, a
Does it squeak?
token, a token for our champions. Please. It opens up one of its claws, and inside you see a small ring.
Squeak, squeak.
Wow. I've never want to turn down payment for my services.
Hold on, there's one ring and 6 of us.
One ring for mortal men.
That's right.
Well, we'll see what it does. Then we'll decide who gets it.
One ring to bind them.
Well, yeah.
Do you take it?
Actually, as I'm approaching, though, I'm actually gonna, even though all they really have is a human mouth, I'm still gonna attempt to
Don't do it.
Oh.
use my ear for deceit to see what I think of this lobster man.
There's no P in deceit.
What? Is there not? I pulled this out of. That was a 24. I don't know why I had. Oh, because my attack rolls. 24 insight.
I would probably give you disadvantage on this because it's a lobster folk.
Oh, okay. Well then 17.
But 17, yeah. Yeah, you spelled it like. Is that like a receipt?
Receipt, but with
Like
a
a
D.
receipt?
But with a D. Isn't Colette's supposed to be the one that like uses the smart words and something.
Deceit receipt.
Yeah, the deceit receipt. But with a 17, you're still you're pretty sure this whole thing is very weird to you, and Azaka definitely seems taken aback, but she's more awed than scared. And you don't feel like this creature is trying to be disingenuous to you, from what you can understand.
Okay.
George just
Obsolete. So that's where I got it from. I read some old.
he picks up his 19th century dictionary. The hell with this?
Canterbury Tales. They spell it with a P.
Canterbury Tales.
Squeak, squeak.
All right. Yeah, I'll approach and take the ring.
Okay, your hand falls off. No, the ring. You definitely sense that it's magical.
Okay.
When you take it, and he nods and it nods and says, "Oobtao be with you all on your journey," and it bobs its head and turns and ponderously scuttles back towards the river.
Can I shoot the giant turtle? As he spits.
Why would you shoot? Oh.
Just kidding.
Currently, Theron is still in the middle of his like whatever the hell he does to beasts. Some kind
His
of
peep show. He's
mind
just
meld.
watching it from the bushes.
He just does this with his hands.
Yeah. You son, giant turtle.
Maddox, lend me your eye.
Oh no. All right. At this point, I'll turn back to Azaka and say, like, what the hell was that?
Azaka says, after she gets kind of over her whole stupefied thing, which you've never really seen her act like this, she says, the Aldani were a tribe who lived in the jungle. They were a river tribe. They fished so much, all of the lobsters, that Oobtao himself came and cursed their entire tribe. The fisher folk were transformed into what they hunted, and their tribe eventually died off. This was a story they tell to Choten kids. I did not know they really existed. She's just still like kind of awed about the whole thing.
All right. Well, now I trust those lobster men even less. They're cursed. They're cursed to be lobster men.
It says,
Can I investigate
the moral
this ring?
of the story was they accepted their fate with dignity and purpose. They accepted Oobtao's judgment for what they had done.
Oh, okay.
And they lived their life in, what do you call it, like contrition or something?
Yeah.
They were humbled by it, basically, and kind of accepted the punishment.
I bet if we crack their shell open, we could free the man inside.
That's like, it's like serial killer talk.
Yeah!
I'm gonna
Let's just
break
crack
you
the
open.
shell open and we'll free the soul inside.
What you got in here?
Yeah.
Hey, lobster's good eating. But yeah, and then Theron, you finish up your form and you gain that giant snapping turtle form. I need to add these to your page, although not to your token, because you don't quite have the power.
George sits there, and if you had waited just a little bit longer, you could have turned into a giant lobster with a man mouth.
That thing was not a beast.
Giant lobster with a man mouth. Nature's most fearsome creature.
Its uses are somewhat limited.
It can crack nuts open.
That night, you can inspect the ring.
Yeah.
Is it actually in?
It's cursed mayonnaise.
Exactly. I turned into a lobster man. Oh no.
And you identify it as a ring of swimming. It does not require attunement, and you gain a swimming speed of 40 feet while wearing this ring.
Oh wow.
You feel as if it's got like a portion of the Aldani's like power.
Yeah. Not quite like the gloves of swimming and climbing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll just see what happens if I wear the gloves and the ring.
Well, you don't.
The
I.
So
Go
yeah,
ahead.
the gloves don't give you a swimming speed. They just give you a bonus to any check that's made to swim. Which a lot of times swimming isn't even a check. It's just kind of a thing you do that slows you down. Having a swimming speed actually lets you move in water and then negates all the disadvantages of attacking in water as well.
Mannix doesn't think he's the best person to hang on to this particular item. Yes.
Does Gillian have a swim speed?
It's something I can
Naturally?
throw at somebody.
I bet you do. Gillian, you have a swim speed, right? Or
I do. I think it's the same as my walking.
okay, yeah.
Maybe.
So that means she can attack, right? I mean, she has the same power as Lorene.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yes, she has got that built into her Tritonness. Yeah, she is.
If you got
born
those
of
gloves
the
and you can
sea.
breathe underwater. Theron, Kalas, either one of you feel like swimming would benefit you?
Theron can transform into swing things now, right?
That's true.
I transform into the swimmer.
I guess
Glass,
that
if we ever have to sneak up on underwater, this might come in handy.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I mean, I might take it because even if you have a swim speed, doesn't mean you can breathe underwater.
Just throw it in the jungle and let's go.
Fuck off, lobster folk.
I walk to the edge of the beach.
I'm just like,
Rejecting.
Fuck you!
Meg just pulls his pants down at the river. You like that? Watch this, you bastards!
After we were so respectful on the beach.
I'll take it for now.
Okay.
Somebody take it before he gets disrespectful.
You know what? I'm gonna go tell those lobster folk to fuck off. I just wade into the river. Never hear Maddox again.
He's still trying to find them just to flick them off. All right. As you go into the next day, let us take a break as we have officially already crossed the river and are making our way closer towards Orolunga. Let's be back in 10 minutos.
Squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
Hey, hon.
are gradually coming back from break. Those will all trickle in. The next day, you all find a hastily packed up, partially destroyed remains of a campsite as you get closer to your destination. A pair of zombies wander aimlessly nearby and look like they have deep claw and teeth wounds that may have caused their deaths.
Oh, they're like original deaths.
Right. Yes. Hence, they are now zombies.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Okay, can we put down those zombies without too much trouble?
You can, yeah. You can do kind of similar with the last. It's only 2 of them, and you can easily like jump them and take them down.
Mm-hmm.
Give us your money.
Just stick up.
Now, Theron, do you want to reapply your animal friendship to the next day? Because it lasts for 24 hours. That stego seems like it's fine with chilling by you, assuming you reapply that spell.
Is it slowing us down that much?
Not to where it's like literally hampering your progress, but it's not as swiftly as traveling. Although it seems friendly to you, so it seems like it'll come along. It's huge and requires a lot of food, a lot more food than any of you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and reapply it.
Okay.
Stick around, Stegosaurus.
Yeah, and you guys are obviously getting your short rests in between all these different events too, because these are all different days.
Yeah.
Not long rests, however. You can give me an investigation check if you want to check out this campsite.
Yes, please.
Investigate Stegosaurus.
He just tramples the.
Mannix, to the best of your knowledge, as you search through everything, the campsite looks like it was attacked by some large beast, as several of the destroyed tents look like they were flattened, and like various like cooking supplies have been swept aside.
Stegosaurus looks around nervously.
That's right. You spot at least half a dozen humanoid tracks leading straight north from here.
Straight? No. Oh, that's Orolunga.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep. And you also find kind of a tattered page from what looks like a journal, just kind of stuck in a random, like under a pan or something, like it was strewn about. And this is what you find.
Oh dear. You're gonna try to do your reading of this?
I'll let one of you try and do a reading of it. I want you to try to decipher this.
The Lunga was with the curse.
All right.
You don't have to do that.
I mean, that's how you would.
Yeah.
Let's see. The journey to Orolunga was perilous, with the curse of the Legion of the Dead grows.
Cursed Legion of the Dead.
Cursed Legion of the Dead grows strong and more numerous, and predators have become desperate and brazen. We lost some of our forces, but continue
on.
Yeah, the Ziggurat is nearly in sight. Something is reporting large flying beasts nearby.
This is excellent for me, by the way. I'm enjoying this immensely.
Something else is not. The Oracle will suffer. I don't think I said suffer, but it would be funny. The Oracle will
succumb to your will.
Succumb to your will. Well, maybe the answers you seek, and give you the answers you seek.
Possibly.
Period. You know.
All right. So there's basically what we already knew. There's some sort of prof or oracle in this Ziggurat in Orlunga. But whoever these dudes are, they were going there. But apparently whatever beast killed them probably flies. That's what we learned. There's a large flying beast nearby. All right. We're looking for a Ziggurat.
It does look like you are still another day's travel away from getting to the top of that temple that you saw from Mabala. So you would have to camp somewhere near this campsite.
Where the giant flying beast killed them all? That sounds like a great idea.
You could choose a different spot if you like.
Maybe a slightly different spot.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
This is the bedroom where she died. It'll be your master bedroom.
Yep. You settle in for the night. You definitely hear some spooky sounds around you. The jungle seems more alive than usual, but nothing out of the ordinary yet. The next day is another short rest, so Theron, if you want to keep your stegosaurus, it'll require another use of your...
Oh boy.
Yeah.
How far away from Orlunga?
This would have him be for this,
Right.
because you are moving here now.
Let's do it.
Okay. Just making sure we're keeping up with that.
My spells.
It's still
Stegosaurus is pretty good turnaround, though.
66.
Exactly.
As you brush aside you travel northward towards where you think that temple was, Ziggurat. As you brush aside a thick canopy of jungle, a massive brick and stone Ziggurat stands before you.
Oh.
I have a picture for you. Yeah, so you traveled a couple miles. It looks something like this.
All
The
right.
jungle encroaches right up to and onto this ancient crumbling structure. Stairs stretch up to the top of the tree line, about 50 feet, to an open archway entrance to the inner temple. Above that, you see a gaping hole has been punched into the second floor, about 30 feet above the first floor, which, again, the first floor is, I use bad terminology here, but it's stairs all the way up, and then what I'm considering the first floor, and then there's a second floor. There's a gaping hole in the front of that second floor, overrun by crumbling bricks and jungle vines. The Ziggurat may have been surrounded by a city long ago, but the jungle is so dense that it would take hours of searching to find buried foundations and tumbled stones.
Okay.
Azaka sucks in a breath and shakes her head and says, "This is an evil place. Nothing good in there." And she plants her feet firmly and doesn't appear to budge from the tree line.
Really? After all this, you're not going to go into the Ziggurat?
She crosses her hands. Or she does like this maneuver.
I
God,
have a feeling we're not going to get Zorn up there either.
What exactly is so terrifying in that place that you go in?
It was a Yuan-ti temple. They are an evil people. They once spread across this land like a plague. They have since been pushed back, but the places are full of evil, sacrifice, blood, magic. No Choten should set foot in there.
All right, well, we're going in. You can at least guard the entrance?
She scowls and looks like she's about to protest, but she kind of just nods.
Leave Vorn with her.
Vorn looks worried, but kind of nods.
Well, I look and be like, "You gonna try to fit in there?"
He looks up the stairs, and then, as best as his eyes can do, he looks disheartened.
Hmm.
You can protect Azaka.
Yeah.
Make sure no broken dead things come around.
Well, yeah. If any of those Yuan-ti try to come in or out of the where we went in, you can take care of that, I assume.
Yeah, she nods.
All right.
Theron, your stegosaurus looks at you balefully as it looks at the stairs that are going all the way up to this temple.
Is there a hitching post around?
Yeah, you could leave him there. It doesn't look like it go up those stairs at all. It's got that kind of cow mentality. I guess what is the cow rule? They go upstairs but not downstairs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can go up a set of stairs, but they cannot go down.
Yeah, and even then it looks very worried about going up these stairs.
That's what happened with one of our old dogs.
Really?
Oh.
She
Never come down?
Yeah, they were constructing a house a couple blocks down, and she went up a house and didn't come back down. We couldn't find her for a day.
Oh.
That's where she was. She was fine. She had to be carried downstairs. All 100 pounds of her.
Jeez.
Hitch her to Vorn. It'll be like some sort of like boy and his dog,
Vorn.
just
Yeah,
terrifying.
we'll take her for a walk.
That would be terrifying. Croon, croon, croon.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Man, I couldn't even write an encounter that clever. Just a shield guardian with a stegosaurus leash, like trapezing through the jungle. What is your story? All right, so do you all make it up? You want to head towards the stair ascension?
I tell Vorn, feed her 15 times a day.
He looks worried. He looks at the stegosaurus. Oh my. I don't know why you people have to eat so much. I never have to eat a thing.
And do not skip lunch. Trust me.
Are these gremlins rules? Should I feed him after
Yeah, don't feed him after midnight.
midnight? Don't get him wet? Like, man.
Is it every time after midnight?
That always bothered me too.
Like, when is it not after
What
midnight?
constitutes not after midnight? Yeah.
Is it like midnight to noon? Is that the
I
rule?
think it meant dawn, like, because dawn is the next
Yeah.
like thing. But then when it's dawn, you have to look at the like weather.com.
Yeah,
to
right.
see when is exact dawn. That movie has plot holes. All right.
Yep.
You all, just the 5 of you, make it up these stairs, and it is a grueling. You're all pretty fit, but it's still kind of huffing and puffing by the time you reach the top of the entrance. And it is an open archway. The ancient crumbling temple appears just as decayed on the inside as the outside, aside from a large snake statue that glares imposingly at the entryway from a raised platform. Daylight trickles in behind you, but the inside is otherwise dark. Stone bricks lie loose and shattered on the floor, while vines and plants indicate nature's gradual reclamation. Stairs lead up and around to a raised area behind the statue where a large stone door awaits. To the east, you see a hallway that disappears around a corner.
Hey.
Who wants to go first and die by snake statue?
Oh, this is the first time we've actually been in a dungeon since we leveled up. But I am a dungeon delver.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't that require 2 eyes?
Everything requires.
So many things require 2 eyes. Alert to the hidden traps and secret
I would-
doors.
yeah. I have advantage on wisdom or perception investigation checks to detect traps and secret door, or just, I guess, secret doors.
Okay.
Advantage on saving throws to resist traps, dealt by traps. Oh, also, we haven't been using that last bit. You can travel at a fast pace and keep the same perception.
That's interesting. Double your speed.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just do a general perception bat. Just look around and see if anything looks like it might kill us.
You perceive the darkness.
God damn it. Advantage is 10. Sure looks safe.
Yep, sure looks safe to you. Can you see right now?
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason when I do Control L on you, I can't see a damn thing.
Really?
That's odd.
Yeah, a little ways. I can't see all the whatever the back of this room, but
Yeah, that was supposed to be the effect. Is the so there's daylight obviously coming in from the open entrance. So you can see the light coming from basically behind you where you are, but the rest of the inner temple actually looks dark.
yeah, that's what it looks like. It's dark at a certain point.
Okay. Yeah, the dark vision people work fine for me. Everybody else is just black. I don't know why.
Weird.
Mannix, as you walk into the room,
Oh no.
You hear a distinct hissing sound as you cross the pillars of the entrance, as if an alarm has been triggered, and the stone serpent's eyes glow red as it begins to move and flings itself at you. And uncoils.
Oh dear.
Told you, death by serpent statue.
Is this a trap or is this a creature?
This is.
Oh,
I will
dear.
remind my
I think this-
husband what my deadliest fear is in the whole wide world right now before he
That's-
gets too far into clicking something.
That's a pretty cartoony looking snake, though.
That's a pretty cartoony looking snake.
Did you hear about that one house recently that had all those snakes?
Nope. Nope.
I need some initiative from everyone, but this is going to be a surprise round for the snake statue.
Oh,
Ah.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
My dungeon delve me did me no good.
Dungeon Delver. To be fair, you haven't been in too many dungeons.
Mm-mm.
I'll roll for Gillian. I rolled very well. Alright, this this is a surprise round for the giant snake. And it is still a stone, despite this token, this is the only snake token they have. This is a stone snake. It is a stone statue snake.
Oh.
So it still has like a rocky exterior and everything else. Like it didn't magically turn into a snake. It is the stone statue snake has just sprung to life like a construct, and has flung itself at you, Mannix.
animal friendship.
Be friends with me, Anna statue.
And it will attempt to constrict its body around you, its stony body.
15 hits. There's grapple.
Yep, it coils itself around you and deals 12 damage.
Yikes! That's half my life, fella.
Actually, pretty much on top of you. Yep. And it
That's
is-
half your life?
It's half my life.
That's Mannix.
Mannix.
He is a coiled around. So he is currently grappled in the giant snake. The giant stone snake. So, let's see. Gillian or George? Who's got the better dex? George, what is your dex?
14.
14. I think that's what Gillian's is also.
Oh, tiebreaker. The tiebreaker.
The tiebreaker is that you are here right now, so you'll let you go first.
Sweet. Oh. Oh, I don't like it. Can I skirt around Mannix like that?
Skirt around.
fit there?
Yes, yeah, you can go there.
Like that?
Let's see, where do you start here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep.
Okay. Is this snake hostile?
Fuck you!
It's
Thing
more like,
squeeze me out, man!
his body's just disappearing inside of this coiled stone snake. George is like, should I attack this snake?
Did you say we've short rested since the last battle?
You have short rested, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Attack
All of these jungle
1.
travels, you can just assume a short rest between, because they're all days.
Attack number 1.
Nice.
That will hit. For 10, and you find with your magic blade, you're able to find pretty good purchase on its stone exterior.
Oh, it's still stone?
Yes,
Shit.
sorry, the token is yeah, it's still a stone statue that's just come to life, so it's like a construct snake.
With my keen senses, do I know if I'll break my sword if I try to cut with a regular sword?
You just think that a non-magical blade would not be as effective
Well, might as well
against
try.
its rocky exterior.
Other hand. Boom. How about a crit?
Crit's pretty good.
Ha!
Crit's pretty good.
Right. That should go through the stone exterior.
I think that's how crits work.
Yeah.
But yeah, you find that your non-magical blade doesn't quite get a good enough cut on it. It does do some damage, but it's not as effective at slicing through the stone. What should we have Gillian do? Run up and do her 1-2 punch?
Sure, yeah. If she had any spell slots, I think the Shatter spell had some specific like benefits against stone creatures,
Hmm.
but I don't know if she's got spell slots for it.
Let's see. Thunder damage. A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, and metal has disadvantage on the saving throw. So yeah, it would have disadvantage. It is
Burn
it is a loud, ringing, clapping, thundering sound. But yeah, she could cast Shatter.
Let's do it.
Okay.
What are we waiting for?
Leave it back there, and she will cast Shatter. Which is 10, so disadvantage on this Constitution saving throw. As a loud, thunderous clap rings out.
We're gonna make it anyway.
Yep, takes the full 10 feet, 10 damage. As that shatters some of its very stone apart. Theron. Wow, really high and really low initiatives.
Yep. No in between. There's no teens in there.
Mm-hmm. No teens. Only
No teens
adults.
allowed.
I'll turn to a spider.
Okay. You've got the power on your
My
token.
dungeon form.
Nice. You've got the power on your token, or I can do it for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to get that.
Right click, go to multi-sided,
Right-click.
and then choose side.
Thank
And
you.
you'll have to stretch it out bigger. Do, 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 do. I believe it is a giant spider.
How do you stretch it out?
You asked me. I can do it. I don't actually know if you guys can or not.
No, we can't.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Not even sure. I don't think we can even. No, we can't even do it on our own characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I will. I'll bite it.
Bite it.
21 will hit. Okay.
Why?
Yeah, you find your fangs don't quite do as much damage, and poison doesn't seem to be effective against a creature made of stone. But it does do some damage.
Scrape it by good with your fangs.
Mm-hmm. Which I assume it's paralyzed since it's immune to the poison. I don't think it can be paralyzed either. Yeah. Did you want to move it all, or are you staying there?
Yeah, can I scrabble up around the column right here?
Sure. Yeah.
there?
Yeah. Yep. You can just get on the. It's taking up a big chunk of that space, but because you can climb, you can just get up and over the broken column. Yep.
He is engaged with Manix. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Very engaged.
Oh.
They are to be wed on the morrow. Kaless.
Alright, so if you'll move my token for me to where I get up there to attack the snake thing, because I have the turn order in front of it. I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah.
This is a jungle. I had to give at least one giant snake to everybody.
We'll talk about that later.
I thought about using a stone snake, but like the only ones I could find were basically like the Onyx Pokemon.
That might have been okay.
Yeah, it might have been better. Yeah.
Yeah, just yeah.
That
Pokemon.
That one looks like a giant green boa constrictor, and I'm sure I'll have wonderful dreams later tonight. So move me my 30.
Do your daughter's kid shows not ever giant cartoons? Because I feel like that would be a thing that comes up.
Nope.
Okay.
And my daughter is a sweet little angel where she says, "Mommy, don't look. You're something you're afraid of." So, all right. So just move my little token for me.
Okay.
To where I'm in with the snake, and I get my nice advantage because it's in combat with Manic.
Yeah, George is actually behind
Stop
me
saying
now,
I'm fighting the snake. The snake is crushing me to death.
The snake is fighting me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my dagger because my rapier isn't magical. So I'll use my little shiny dagger since it is magical. But I don't want to use the blinding piece of it because it's a freaking stone snake. It's not going to do anything.
Okay.
But I just want to use it for its magical properties.
Sure.
Which sucks because the damage on this thing is dumb.
Magical stabbing.
So 23. For 15.
Well,
Right.
you rolled pretty decently, so.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Can I use that as my offhand or do I have to use something else?
You have to use a different weapon if you're using her.
Oh. Then I won't.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
So, Manix, you are currently restrained. Let's see. I believe you can either attack where you are at disadvantage, or you can escape with a athletics check with a DC of 16.
Great. I'm not good at that. I will attempt to escape.
Okay.
My +0.
Oh boy. It could happen.
It can happen.
Try to wriggle free.
Not quite.
Not quite. You do have inspiration if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot. See. I can get out of this. That'd be very helpful. Hey, look at that.
Wow, look at that. You got out of it.
All right, so just back out here.
Yeah.
Just-
And you still have your movement. That was your action.
Okay. All right, I was going to back up behind Kaless over here.
Run away.
Good luck. Good luck, Kaless. Snake's an asshole.
Snake's an asshole.
Wouldn't know, can't see it.
Kaless is just covering her eyes.
Yeah.
Stabbing the
It's like a Medusa or something. That snake seems most alarmed by the giant spider that has emerged as the biggest foe. So it turns around and attempts to constrict the spider. So it's still bigger.
I gotta go.
Let's see, what is the spider's AC? Oh man, Gilly never came back either. They must be having some more problems. Wow, giant spider's an AC of 14. Damn.
Wow. Just dexterity based? Just dodgy stuff?
I think
guess?
so. Yeah, it's got a +3 dex. It's actually pretty tanky. You all also hear voices and shouts coming from this wall over here. As several other things get alarmed to the sounds and the battles that have gone on in this room. And you see this creature that looks like a cross between like a lizard, snake, and a person emerge from around the corner. And let's see, do I have a handout for these? Yes. Look like this.
Ooh, boy.
Oh,
They come
you're
out and
sleeping on
start
the
just
couch.
hissing at you. And then
Those aren't snakes. Those are more reptile-esque.
behind them, you see other figures that look human but have like scaly patches over their skin. And they might look something like this.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, and they say, "Intruders! The alarms have gone off. They are not of the Yuan-ti. Kill them!" And they will be added to this round's initiative.
Oh, dear.
Way to go, setting off the trap, Manic.
Well, I rolled
I
pretty good initiative, too.
I perceived and I thought it was... It all seems so safe.
George, you are first.
How wounded is this snake?
It looks pretty damaged, actually. You guys have done quite a number to it. It's got various chunks of its rockness laying on the ground. You have done quite a bit. It looks heavily injured.
Alright, let's get rid of this thing before those guys approach us. So first the Thorn Blade.
That will hit, certainly.
Then
Slice
my other
across.
hand.
One that's a little bit less damage.
Sorry, my son fell out of his bed.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He was already asleep, so
By the time it took you to get there.
Wow. You have some more opponents that have entered the battlefield.
okay.
Snake people coming out of holes in the walls.
They came around the corner of this hallway due to the sounds of battle.
This thing isn't gonna die soon, is it? I'm gonna save my
It does look
action
heavily
surge.
injured, I'll say that. The giant snake
Yeah.
statue.
You know, you said that earlier.
It's not
I
dead
mean,
yet.
it's not dead yet, no. Percentage-wise, it's pretty low, though.
I'm gonna save my action surge, so I'm done.
Okay. What would you all like Gillian to do?
She can do her 1-2 punch on this thing now. Well,
Do
No,
her,
'cause it's not magical.
yeah, so she's doing half damage.
do her shocking
Oh,
blast.
yeah,
Shocking blast
use
on these
the-
guys.
The tiara thing.
Or her shockwave. What's the shockwave she tries to hit us all with?
Oh, thunderclap?
Yeah.
That one has to originate from her, though. So she's got to be
Yeah.
like nearby.
No, let her use the tiara.
Oh.
It's
Can't
been
she
a
use the
day.
tiara?
It's
Oh.
been a day,
Yeah,
so
it's
yeah,
been a
it
day.
should have reset it.
Oh.
Yeah, use
Yep.
the
Use
tiara.
the tiara. Use the tiara.
Okay.
Save
On
George.
the one, what targets? She's got 3 uses of it. You can do all on one target, or spread them out, or however combination.
Just do them all on the snake. Let's try to get rid of this thing.
Do it on a humanoid looking one.
I mean, you can do one at a time and just see like if anything dies from it. That too.
Yeah, start with the snake.
The
Big
snake
snake.
statue? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, number 1.
20. That's pretty good.
Certainly going to hit, yeah.
Now, if she comes a little closer, does she get advantage?
11.
I think this is a range attack.
It's a range attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
With 11 with the fire, she actually burns up that snake statue, and it finally
nice.
like blackens and is destroyed. I'll go ahead and take that off the battlefield for you.
Excellent.
Thank you, dear.
She's got 2 more uses. I guess she could fling them.
Oh yeah, that's
it's
snake
got
people
a-
in the back.
George
Yep.
points at the snake people behind him.
Okay.
Them. Them.
I don't know what the range quite is, but I'm pretty sure it's at least that. I think it's 120. 13. Now we learn what the AC is. That is not going to hit one of the snake monsters. So 1 more blast.
Again, Gillian. Again.
That one
23.
will hit for 7 fire damage. So
We
scorch
could use
axe.
her inspiration to reroll the 13.
Ah, they've got lasers.
Yes, we killed your snake skeleton. Your snake statue, I mean. Turn around.
Run away! We've killed your god.
Dear God, it was just a deterrent,
Oh.
and it
Well,
was
was
a
it very
very
effective?
old deterrent.
Oh. We've encountered other rudimentary creatures worshipping statues before. You never know.
I get to go next with all my creatures. Let's see, what do you people do? Okay. This one, so this is a raised platform right here. This, there's a very high raised one. This one right here is probably about 5 feet up, so you could just kind of climb over it. Which is what this one is going to do, and just stand up here. And George, she is going to lock eyes with you, and
Do a sexy dance.
she is going to attempt to do some kind of like hypnotic stare into your eyes.
Oh.
She sexy
And-
danced on you.
Yeah.
That little snake hypnotism.
Show
I
us
need
the sexy
you.
dance here.
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me, George.
We would like to know what this dance is that the snake lady is
There's no
doing.
dance, it's just staring.
Time to find out how sexy turtles find snakes.
You do resist her psychic spells, however.
Not that sexy.
Not that sexy, yeah. The other one will walk up here and attempt to do it. It'll do it to George also because it sees the other one fails.
But I'm already
George is-
looking at the other one.
Yeah, both
like,
of them
no,
come and
look at
approach
me.
you, stare at you as being like the lead fighter.
Turtle.
One more wisdom
Yeah,
saving
exactly.
throw, please.
I'm not that kind of turtle.
Do you feel lucky?
This is Jordan sitting in a strip club going, no, I don't want to dance. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Damn.
George, you do fend off her advances. Inspiration was a
boy.
good use there.
Nice.
Yeah, you find yourself just able to like stave it off. They both hiss, like immediately hiss, and you see forked tongues come out. It's like, kill them!
Oh my god. Does no means no?
It turned you down.
Yep. And these things rush forward.
George left out a girlish scream. Not you too. Maybe you guys
I
more
won't
than
let you
her,
get
but
that
still.
far. So George, one of them slashes at you. Oops. I didn't roll there. It's got a bite, attack, and 2 claws. So bite. Whoops. 22 for 5 damage. Why did I know that set up correctly? And then claw the first is a miss. Claw the second is also a miss. As it feverishly starts to try to attack you. Theron Spider is not currently available. What would you like Theron Spider to do?
Run up and run into the back line and bite those ladies.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's able
White
because
ladies.
he can climb. He can get up here pretty easy. 5, 10.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
20, 25. Yeah, you can come up here and get a bite off. Oh crap! I have to look at the spider though. The bad thing about using a multi-sided token is I was able to normally shift click it, but now it just brings up his
right.
sheets. All right, the bite. 18
Nice.
is really effective. That'll hit. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
at least Theron learns that the 10 piercing damage goes through, but the poison does nothing. They just laugh at its poison.
Snake people love.
Yep, yeah, the poison seems ineffective. Kaless.
Okay.
Your poison doesn't hurt the snake people.
Oh no. That's what I would have done.
15, 20. So I get the advantage with George there.
Mm-hmm. They're constantly
And
just like hissing around and swinging to their claws.
I'm going to switch back to my rapier because it does better damage. Damage, sneak attack, there we go.
I will hit certainly.
For 20 damage.
Woof.
And then
That is not
I'll
quite
use my
massive damage,
offhand.
but you definitely hit it for a bunch. You stab into it. Oh boy, there's a crit.
Ah,
Y'all have had a
Crit
lot of
offhand.
crits tonight.
yeah.
Oops,
Jesus
that-
Christ.
No
I
sneak
still
attack
had
on
the
that
sneak
one, though.
attack on, yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been nice though.
Yep.
So 4 more damage.
4 damage. All right.
Oh, that's gotta be the worst damage I've ever seen on a crit.
I know. A crit
Well, it's
dagger
my
offhand.
offhand.
It's your
So it
offhand,
doesn't
yeah.
have-
Yeah. So I'll just this roll.
I
It's a
think there's
2d4.
well, I think there's a feat I can take eventually that lets me use my modifier with my offhand.
Yes,
Oh, right.
That's the one
I
that
think
the
it's like
fighters and rangers have built
Yeah.
in, or not built in, but they can choose as a part of their level up, which is what George has.
Yeah.
To weapon fighting. Yeah.
I need to get that.
It's pretty good if you're doing it. Was that it?
Yes.
Manix.
Mannix will join the fight. Well, no, he can't. Can I duck behind a corner back behind this entrance and stealth? But I'm guessing no.
No.
Doesn't seem to be anywhere to hide.
Yeah.
So I will come up to this one and machete him.
Machete.
Or rapier him. Rapier better.
Oh. Teen will hit.
8.
Damage. Solid.
And I will bonus action disengage and step back. 20, 25, 30. Back to here. We're trying mustaches on me? What's going on?
Top of the order is George.
He's gonna go for that thing in the between him and Colette.
Okay. 17 will hit. What?
Oh,
What is up? George, how many crits have you had tonight? You've already rolled 2, and then it's a double
That's-
crit? Like a double rainbow.
Oh, man.
This is like,
That's
he's been gone for 2
crazy.
weeks, and he just comes back and just fucking lights it up. What the hell?
I've been saving up the 20s, you guys.
Seriously. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
he's throwing it up.
Yep.
Wait, did you purposely somehow not sneak attack with your right hand, knowing you would get a double crit with your offhand? What?
Maybe.
Uh,
Let's just take the effective use of my sneak attack.
Yes, it was. You do a 1-2 punch with your double sword. It's a cool ass ninja move. As you just like leap up and like scissor slash, and cut like an X shape into its body, and this blood flows out and it falls down. Just hisses to the ground. That's bananas. Officer, arrest this man. Would you like Gillian to do?
Now she can move forward for her 1-2 punch.
Oh yeah, Snake's
Okay.
gone.
Right there.
Have her play a song on the bagpipe.
Hey.
Snake charming
She's a
song.
very offensive bard. Wow. That's great. Thanks, game. I get my crit of the night. It's a fucking me controlling the player. Piss off.
What is going on?
I don't know. I rolled really bad damage.
2 1s. Or no,
Yeah.
1 and 3.
6 damage.
Roll 20 is being kind for my migraine.
Crossbow's actually a miss. That was actually really bad for a crit.
Yeah. Oh, 13 doesn't hit? These snake guys?
13 does not hit, no.
Okay.
Pure Bloods. One of them will have to engage Theron. She will pull out a sword and attempt to stab at him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna stab him.
Yeah, get double attacks on there. Oops, I didn't do a third one. Crap. For some reason, I'm attacking rather than hitting the damage. There we go. So it's 8 total damage. Oh, I forgot to put his shoot. How much life does a spider have? 26.
Now it's got 18.
Yep, so it's 18 out of 26. I almost did that to his real life, but I wanted to put that on his... Because now that we do the multi-site, I have to put another bar on his thing.
Right.
The other one, however, will use that suggestion ability on Kaless this time.
Oh, that's not a good... No, not me. Not me.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Kaless.
Oh, I really don't want to.
Class, you're sort of like elven something or other, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What do I have?
Ooh, do you have
You
that?
mean to be
Science
charmed.
history. I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep.
Is this a charm?
Charm
It's-
effect?
It says creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect, so I would assume it is a charm effect, so I would give you advantage on this, yes.
Sweet.
And I'm role-playing it like a kind of a charm-style spell effect.
Alright. Advantage on wisdom. That's good, because my wisdom sucks. Oh.
You needed it too.
Yeah, you feel your elven blood help resist the hypnotic stare of the pure blood. I still have a snake person down here, and it will attempt to bite Gillian because I haven't hurt Gillian at all this session.
Feels wrong.
15. What is your armor? Oh yeah, definitely it's Gillian. All right, I hit Gillian. I feel better now. What's a real session? And it will rend at Kaless. Ooh, there's
Ow.
a crit. There's a crit.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes,
What is up
crit.
with all the crits? We
There's
go
a
whole
lot of
nights without
crits.
any.
Yes.
And I feel like
there's
we've
a
gotten
lot.
like 10.
13 damage, Kaless,
That hurt.
as that snake rends it. Yeah, let's see if we can continue this trend. He's also going to just turn around. He's just doing a whirlwind attack. He's just frenzied, attacking everybody around him, and other claw to George. Come on. Let's get the full effect here.
Triple attack.
18, I believe that
Oh,
is
wow.
George. 3 for 3, baby. 8 damage to George. Damn, that was a lot of damage to that one dude.
That one fucking snake, man.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Parry that shit.
Another creature damage with me attack. You use your reaction to expend 1 spirit die to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your spirit die. All right. Wow.
Nice.
Only take 2 damage. That's pretty good. You haven't had to use that parry one in forever.
I forgot about it for a while.
I have too. Theron.
They have a ranged attacks, I guess.
You haven't seen it. What they've been doing is trying to use a hypnotic charm-like spell on all of
Right.
you, and so far all of you have been able to resist that. But this one did pull out a sword and start attacking you.
Okay. I'm going to try to web the further one to the right.
Okay.
Web, huh?
17 hits.
Then that's all I can do.
Let's see. There's an actual web symbol. Alright, it is restrained. Kaless.
Alright. Snake Man.
Yeah.
I hurt.
18 will hit.
For 16 damage.
And it does actually kind of speak at you when it like rend all of you too. The intruders. Good lord, 16.
Mm-hmm.
Got some kind of oracle in here, yeah?
The oracle is not for you.
She will be once you're dead.
I master
So 19 total.
will take it. Okay. Mannix. That snake in the middle of all of you that snake person looks really bad. It's really fucked up.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, let's all team up. Let's all team up on the snake man.
Yep. Even though everybody just got a beating from it.
Yep. 14.
Mannix, you shove your sword right into its throat.
It was all me.
That's right.
And he retreats.
You're welcome. George.
5, 10, 15. She's restrained, you said?
She is restrained, which I believe means you have advantage. You can't really dodge out of the way very well.
Let's see. Restrained. Speed 0. Attack rolls against have advantage. Attack roll at disadvantage.
Which probably means you have a sneak attack, right? If you have advantage.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so with one hand. Ooh.
11 actually does hit, I'll say that. She does not seem to be wearing much armor. Yeah, kind of like robes.
Okay then. And then I will use my other hand. Boom!
George, Jesus fucking
What is
Christ.
going on?
It is in. Somebody keep track of this. It's like his
There's
fifth
got to
or
be over
sixth
10.
roll.
Yeah.
Just by George alone, I think, too.
Oh, George. Yeah.
Holy crap.
I feel
18
very
damage?
powerful tonight.
You
Yes.
should. It's crazy.
And once again, I saved my sneak attack for.
How do you do that? You just forget, don't you? You're just like, oh, well. Oh, my gosh. That was not quite massive damage, because this one actually was not injured. But you stab her done good.
You know, I feel good thinking about this. Wait, have I used my action search? No, I haven't.
Not
I
today,
saved
no.
it. Yeah, I saved it because I wasn't gonna. Let's do this again.
Feeling emboldened.
Oh, so
Lord.
close. So close.
How did you... Oh, because this is your Thornblade.
Different weapon.
Yeah, I got you. Another 9. Good lord, you did a lot of damage that turn. Now she went from fully healthy to almost dead.
Mm-hmm. That's what you get for trying to seduce me.
Right. Gillian will come up and try a 1-2 punch, I assume. Especially because it's restrained still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's keep it simple for me. Let's do... So, advantage. Rapier. Will hit. Wow. 10. That Yuan-ti gives out a scream. Still alive as she pulls out her crossbow. Definitely gonna hit. 8. Gillian kills.
She just like and then executes the
Yep.
webbed woman.
Basically executes the webbed woman. Yep. Just George came up and slashed her to death after getting webbed, and then Gillian came up and stabbed, and then reached up with the gun right to her head and just.
Yep.
Yep. All right. The last one, kind of cries out a little bit and says, "No, this is not possible. How did you get here? Who are you?"
You are death personified.
Yeah. She kind of feebly gets her sword out and tries to stab at the spider in front of her.
Told you, we're here for your oracle.
I believe that will hit a spider. There's a crit. For not great damage. So 7 and 4 is 11 damage. Spider is still up, though. She will attempt to back away, just like this way, which, Theron, you can have attack of opportunity. 10, 15, 20. She'll back towards the door as you do 10 damage to her. She actually hasn't really been attacked much yet, though. Let's see, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. She, by the door, you see a snake head with its mouth open, fangs out, carved out of stone. And she reaches in her hand all the way up to the elbow into this head, and for a moment kind of reaches around with her arm, and then you see the doors open. Like something clicks, and then she pulls her hand out, and the doors open. She's like, "You will not get to the oracle. The master is still controlling it, conquering it. You will die here." And she rushes through the door, and the door shuts.
Now, did she make it in the 10 feet? There's only 10 feet left.
Yes. Yeah, she kind of like dives in there, and then door closed. And you are technically out of combat now.
Boy.
Can we search the other snake lady?
Yeah. Or the snake people. Any of them?
Yeah. The monstrous snake ones don't have anything on them. One snake lady. Roll me a 1d100, please.
Or what?
You cut out. You said what to roll.
D100.
Okay.
That's interesting that he's cutting out for the exact same times. Because I heard the exact same thing with roll me a.
Yeah, it's a Discord.
Please.
It does that, yeah. Alright, give me a 4d6. Alright, Celeste, you find a small purse on her that has 17 silver pieces in it.
That's... Yeah, I'll leave it there.
Tattered amongst the ruins, you all find another page of the journal. Presumably from the same journal that has been ripped apart. Looks something like this.
Oh dear. A ferocious something attacked as we made our approach.
But it's a snake.
It must have a nest somewhere in the upper level of the Ziggurat. We made it inside something of my force.
So
most of my
forces were
force.
slain.
Yeah.
Oracle will be worth the sacrifice.
Yep. All right. I still think there's some flying creature. The same creature that killed the camp is still awaiting us somewhere. Because this stone snake was not a flying creature.
It was not. You also notice that it attacked you when you walked in, but you note that there were people in here also.
What do you mean?
So there was a way past the snake because those other people got past them. So
Oh. I see what you're saying.
Or,
we just pretend.
well,
so you...
One of them said something about Yuan-ti. So my assumption then would be that the snake only attacks non-Yuan-ti that are coming.
Or only a Yuan-ti can keep it from attacking others.
Something like that.
You may be onto something there.
Like that's the
I think
trigger.
maybe it
is
is
that
a defense network, because this was an ancient Yuan-ti city and temple. So perhaps that was a defense mechanism that did not get triggered when these Yuan-ti came.
Yeah.
Well, in that
I see. So now we're suspecting, or at least I'm suspecting, that the troop of Yuan-ti that were heading north that the lizard men saw are the same group that is leaving these notes, or had the journal that the notes were finding. Okay. So it's some sort of like Yuan-ti adventure, like pilgrimage or something like that?
Well, the snake people are the Yuan-ti, right?
Right.
I figured the snake didn't attack the Yuan-ti because they were Yuan-ti.
I mean, I think that's right.
Snake to snake.
Snake to snake.
In that case, then, since I am proficient in a disguise kit, can I attempt to disguise myself as a Yuan-ti pureblood?
I was thinking we take one of these corpses with, but sure, you do that too.
You feel like it would be pretty hard because you are half drow, and your complexion and your ears and all these things can make it very difficult from Yuan-ti.
Fine, I'll turn Mannix into a Yuan-ti.
The main distinguishing factor seems to be some kind of like physical snake-like part of the body, either like a forked tongue or scales or something. Like you inspect like the one body you've got, yeah. And you're very curious about these monstrous ones. You've never seen anything like this. They appear more like just mutated, monstrous snake people.
George says, before the blood of this one turns cold, let's infuse Mannix with the blood.
Oh no. Just an IV.
It's too rituals.
I need that Yuan-ti blood.
Yes. That should get past all their defenses.
Will probably kill me too.
We don't know anything about confusion reactions, okay?
I've got the Yuan-ti HIV.
So you saw her
we went there.
disappear into a door up here by operating some kind of mechanism. There's a door to your west you can see, and then just from around the corners where the others came, which is kind of around the corner into a hallway.
Okay.
We can't. Okay. Here's the other part. She stuck her hand in that one snake to like pull a lever. How much you want to bet any non-Yuan-ti who shoves his hand down a hole isn't gonna like it?
Well, bring the other body.
Can we? Yeah.
I'll
can we
let
rig?
you take that bet.
Yeah. Can we
Mannix,
rig?
You're already crippled.
Rig some sort of like hook device onto the hand of one of these Yuan. Ooh, I take my grappling hook, put it on the end of the Yuan-ti's hand, like tie it there.
This is grisly.
and then shove the Yuan-ti's hand down the hole.
This is like a Saw movie solution. So if I take this person's hand and put it on this grappling hook.
Yep. I wasn't actually thinking of separating the arm from the body, but I could do that too, I suppose.
George cuts the arm off real quick.
Oh no! It wasn't a suggestion.
There you go.
Oh god!
Do you need a hand? You missed the opportunity.
Let me lend you a hand.
Let me lend you a hand.
Alright, well now we got a Yuan-ti arm. Maybe that'll come in handy.
Put that in your inventory. Severed Yuan-ti arm.
George,
How do I spell Yuan-ti?
I want the other arm.
George cuts the other arm off.
Yuanti. God, this is really grisly.
This is really awful.
George is hacking.
Use bar as your machete.
Yeah.
I have the right arm, I guess.
Sweet, I'll take the left.
Okay.
Hey, George,
Might. Yes.
on guard.
You're losing so many morale points for this.
None of our NPCs are here to watch this.
I was just thinking
nobody-
that. Like, none of them are here to judge you. I have no way of actually judging you.
Hey, Colette, let's shake our hands.
I'm just...
Let me give you a pat on the back.
Oh my god. I'm picturing that scene from Toy Story where Buzz has like his severed hand
Yeah.
or his severed arm.
Woody has Buzz's severed arm.
Well, I mean, Buzz has it at one point. Y'all are
Can I light my lantern so that I have light?
Yes.
I don't actually have my own light source.
Do
so
something that doesn't involve severed arms.
Yeah.
For anyone who wants to be scientifically correct, I will tourniquet the arm so it doesn't bleed out.
They're already dead. Does it matter? Did dead arms bleed out?
Is it 60-40?
Actually, say yes. I'll tell you if it's wrong. 60-30.
Let there be light.
Boy, that's some light. Alright, can I go investigate the hole she put her hand into?
Yes.
To see if it... Yeah, let's do that. It was over here, right? Like this thing?
It was back over here.
Yeah, like right over there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and you see another door to your southwest with the same stone door and the same snake head mechanism.
Okay.
While he's looking, can I rest my Yuan-ti arm on his shoulder?
Absolutely.
I think it's her for a second. Look.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I'll make it wave.
There you go, investigation. That's kind of a bad roll for you.
It is. And I have advantage on these rolls, but it's just not happening for me.
It's okay, it happens. It happens to some people.
I never have this problem, I swear.
That's what they all say.
You
Yuan-ti arm
are...
is passive.
You think you're onto something with what you were thinking. You're just not quite sure how it operates or what is involved here, but you think you might be onto something.
All right. Let's shove that arm down there, see what happens.
My arm.
Well, one of the arms. I don't... Whichever arm.
Oh, fine. I'll shove the arm into the snake hole.
It's something I've always wanted to hear you say.
Give it a wiggle.
You shove it in there and nothing happens immediately. You peer in there kind of with your dark vision or with Mannix's light, and you can see that there is a down whatever a forearm's length is, what is it, like 2 feet. There is a small lever that looks like it needs to be turned.
Wow, we're gonna need some dexterity on that then.
You know what would have been helpful in this situation? A 10-foot grabber arm.
That is a nice reference.
That
That
would've
is a
been very
nice.
helpful.
That is a nice goddamn reference right there. If anybody watching this gets that reference, that is amazing.
That would have worked.
That's amazing. I did not think about that at all.
Get those ears burned red.
No, that was Halfred, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was Alfred's.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I don't know.
We've played too many D&D campaigns now.
I really want to stick Kalessa's arm in there, but
Yeah, it looks like nothing
Heather-
dangerous happened with the arm, but also doesn't look like you can actually operate the lever with a dead severed arm. You
Can you? Oh, God, this is getting worse and worse. Can we hollow out the arm and wear the arm as a glove?
Not with keeping your souls.
alright.
I'd like to wear their skin.
Hollow out the arm.
Kalessa is the assassin
Some sort of
who
marionette.
will indiscriminately murder people, but even she finds that a little too
It was
far.
just a suggestion. I'm not saying. I'm not gonna.
Mannix is basically a sociopath at this point.
She's just gonna hand him the arm. I'm sticking my hand in there.
You're gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it.
Just to see what happens.
Yep.
All right. Stick your arm in there. You can grab the lever like with one motion and basically crank it. Which seems to start opening the door. Kind of the same second, though, the mouth of the snake head begins to slam shut on your arm. You can have a dexterity saving throw to jerk your arm out while still turning the lever.
I knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
Go dexterity.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Pretty good.
So
Yeah.
It's 17.
17.
All right, yeah, 17. You pull your arm out like right when those jaws slam shut.
Can I try to put my fingers under the door and lift it up?
Well, the door's still
The
open.
door's
She
open,
opened the open door. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At
thought
the
it
same
was
time the door opens, you see a woman appear from around this corner, and she appears to be cowering and looks injured. And you think you recognize her.
Me?
George is
all
still
of
holding the severed arm. It's like, hello.
All of you recognize her as it takes you a second, but as one of the guides out of Port Nyanzaru that wasn't there.
Oh.
Wait, how do we recognize her? She wasn't there.
She's in the
Because
guide.
you saw her, you saw the pictures of them, all the guides. They had their like little
Oh, like those brochures, like
yes, yeah,
Right.
the brochures.
she
yeah.
likes.
It's
Yeah.
the realtor posing photos where you've got like the just out of focus background, but they're completely in focus.
Yep. Which one was she?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I guess I can find her own handouts. All right, well,
I guess
here's
we
her-
found out the time limit.
Here's her picture anyway. It was Salida.
Oh, there.
She was the one that. Where is her handouts? Oh, there it is. That handout. She was in the kind of like
Oh, okay.
of the other ones. She was one of the guys that
Oh,
wasn't
right.
there though. When you all were looking for guides. And
She's the one we didn't like because she was bad mouthing all the rest of them.
She comes out looking kind of like frightened and worried at you all, even as you kind of recognize her, and she says, "Are they dead? Who are you?" And with that, I think we're gonna bring this session to a close. Oh dear, we lost one of our.
Boy.
Yes, there we go. I don't know. I think-
Someone should stick their head out the door and yell at Azaka, "We found your friend!"
Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to our wonderful fans for watching. Go to roguewatson.com for recaps and patreon.com/roguewatson if you'd like to support the channel. We're live streaming our D&D adventures every week. We will see you next time.
Watching the video back.
It's good video. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
Sean, 33.3 recommends that you let us level up for being so mean to me with this teammate.